So it turns out that the easiest way to get chatbots to say what you want them to say may be to talk to a journalist. I spent a lot of time writing and thinking about media, and one of the pieces of conventional wisdom in our industry is that AI is going to replace humans across the boards, from making videos to writing articles to doing research. But something that PR people have recently figured out is that if they want to get their clients' messages, whether it's a company or a celebrity, to come out of Gemini or ChatGPT or Claude, the best way to do it is to get an article in an authoritative publication, whether it's the New York Times or a trade publication or local news. Because it turns out that when these chatbots go to tell you what the reputation of a person or a company is, they don't look to Reddit, they don't look to social media, they don't look to the chatter, they don't look to those spammy lists that come up on search pages. They actually look at old-fashioned news outlets. And it creates a strange situation because suddenly you have these PR people eager to talk to journalists who maybe they'd kind of stopped talking to because everybody thought the old media was irrelevant. You have companies, you have people who want to get stories written, not so that anybody will read them, mind, but just to get into the chatbots. But you have a situation in which there are fewer and fewer journalists, fewer and fewer news outlets to serve this demand. And it's not totally clear what's in it in this transaction for the news outlets, by the way. Nobody's paying us to feed the chatbots, but there is a risk right now that these chatbots, which are heavily reliant on authoritative information, which do want to, give you trusted news, are essentially eating their own seed corn. That in a future where, you and me and every other consumer is getting our information by chatting with one of these companies, that there's less and less being produced for them to read because there's nobody paying the salaries of all these journalists. Nobody quite knows where this is going, but it is a flag that these machines may wind up needing some humans to, if nothing else, feed them, and that this entire system is going to need to find a way to pay for that. You can read more about this from the link in the description of this video and sign up for our newsletter, Semafor Media.